Lost Ark is not a Holy Trinity kind of game, but free classes are real support classes which are able to shield, buff and heal to some point members of their party. In today's video, you will see all free support classes of Lost Ark in action and you will find out which one will fit the best for you. Before we start, let me just say, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more Lost Ark videos in the future. Let's talk about Paladin first. Paladin is one of the free support classes of Lost Ark, but it feels much more tanky and it can also make some damage. Don't be confused regarding change of a name for this class. From Korea, Japan and Russia, we know Paladin class as Holy Knight. So for Westerners, we need to adapt ourselves to the new name, Paladin. Weapon which this class is using is a sword and power of faith. Abilities of Paladin you can use in two different modes: yellow, primal light skills, which you use for support, and blue fencing skills, which you use for damage. As you assume, you will use much more yellow abilities than blue ones, and even that Paladin can heal equally good as Bard, you have a feeling while you play it that it has less healing skills than Bard. If you use God's Executioner identity skill, you can concentrate the power of faith on your sword to increase the attack range and damage with the sword. But if you use Aura of Divinity identity skill, you can spread an aura around you and the combat abilities of your party members, except you, will be increased. The ultimate skill of Paladin is called Alisano's Judgment. You will see in the future some dedicated videos regarding Paladin builds for PvE and PvP gameplay, but for today I want that you get general idea about all free support classes of Lost Ark. Let's now talk about Bard. Bard is a ranged support class with identity skill called Serenade. You earn Serenade bubbles during combat for hitting attack abilities, and each activation of Serenade consumes one bubble. You can hold up to 3 bubbles at the same time. Your weapon will be Harf, and during your gameplay you will use either Serenade of Valor, which boosts attack damage across the board for you and your allies, or Serenade of Salvation, which grants healing to your allies. In general, you can support your team in both PvE and PvP, and if you decide to play Bard, then you will be wanted a lot in endgame content because of your support abilities. Bad sides of this class: 2 things. Bard feels sometimes a little bit squishy. Other than that, it's one really amazing class to play. Second bad side, you are not able to support your party and make damage at the same time, but you shouldn't worry about that, since in the endgame content nobody will ask from you to make damage. Your task will be support only. And now you are probably wonder which is third support class of Lost Ark. So I will show you today new class, Artist, recently released in Korea. We will not have this class available for Western release of the game, but you need to consider that during 2022 we will also get this class here in the West. And for now, Artist is looking really powerful. So let's talk a little bit about Artist. You can see in front of you one really interesting video which is actually showing all the skills, actually not all the skills, but big majority of the skills of this new class. You can also check dedicated video regarding this new class on my YouTube channel. I have made this video like 3 weeks ago when this class was introduced over there in Korea on servers. So let's check what do we know about Artist. Main weapon of this class is a paintbrush which sprays ink on enemies. Yes, that's something really interesting. That is why you can see that black color after Artists have used some of their skills. Let's now talk about abilities of this class. Regarding buffs and debuffs, this class debuffs the target on that way that target takes additional damage by 10% for 11 seconds. Party and herself, right? This debuff is worth for. So this is actually really nice. You'll also notice specific yin-yang icon during this video. This is a group buff, which is giving additional damage to all enemies 10%. So as you can see regarding debuffs and buffs, this is looking very powerful. Summoning orbs will heal party members, and on the ground you can see something like ice carpet, which makes your party moves faster into certain direction. When she jumps on party members, she gives them a shield to protect them. This is also a really nice feature, right? So this class have debuffs, buffs, shields, heal, and it can make some damage to some point. So is this a broken class? Is this class really so powerful? Not really. I mean, in Lost Ark, we have a really nice balance between classes. And we will see within next few weeks, few months maybe even, if this class will look very powerful. I have no doubt at all that developers of the game will probably nerf this class at least a little bit. But so far, from impressions from Korea, it's looking very, very powerful. So when you are picking your support class to play, if you want to play support class in Lost Ark, don't forget about Artist, which was introduced in Korea recently, but we will see it during 2022 here in the West. Also, 2 new classes have also been not introduced, just announced over there in Korea: Female Berserker and Aeromancer. Female Berserker, that will not be a support class for sure, like 100%. However, Aeromancer, could that be another support class? Well, everything is possible, but I also highly doubt about that. Probably both of the new classes, Female Berserker and Aeromancer, will be also damage dealers. So this is interesting to see, right? We have a new support class introduced over there in Korea. That is not the only thing which is happening over there in Korea. Check some gameplay videos and guides for new players regarding news from Korea, and of course regarding Western release. I am playing this game for a long time over there in Korea. Later I have played this game in Russia and in Japan. So you can find lots of information, new information regarding new in-game features and what is happening over there in Korea. So in today's video you have seen 3 support classes of Lost Ark. For now, in 2022, when I am making this video, these 3 classes are the only support classes which Lost Ark have. Today I have mentioned Paladin, Warrior Profession class, which feels a little bit more tanky, and yes, it's a support class. It can heal equally as Bard, however it feels a little bit more tanky and it can also make some damage. I have also mentioned today Bard, which is one real 100% I would say real support class. It cannot make damage at the same time when it's healing. However, don't neglect this class. This class is very popular over there in Korea since release, and I have no doubt it will also be very popular here in the West. And third class you have seen in this video, Artist. One really amazing class, a really powerful class. Don't forget about that class. Check some dedicated videos on my YouTube channel regarding Artist. I have one video where I go into details of this class, where I analyze each skill of Artist. Check that video on my YouTube channel. And of course, if I see anything new is happening over there in Korea, or of course regarding Western release, you will find out about that instantly here on my YouTube channel. In generally, if you are interested into Lost Ark, I have already lots of gameplay videos and guides for new players regarding classes of Lost Ark, and in the future you will see lots of interesting videos regarding many in-game features of Lost Ark. So check them out if you are interested into Lost Ark. Let me know in the comments below video which support class have you decided to play and which classes you will play as alts. If you are interested into MMORPGs, check my YouTube channel for lots of gameplay videos, guides, news and reviews from world of MMORPG gaming, with main focus on new upcoming PC MMORPGs and of course with main focus on Lost Ark. Thank you for watching the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more Lost Ark videos in the future. See you soon.